BeautyandtheStamper.blogspot.com.
Hi beauties! Today I wanted to show you this pinch top box that I found on Pinterest, and it looks like it was made by Sam Donald from the UK at poodles.co.uk. So thank you, Sam, for this great idea. I'm going to go ahead and show you how she did it. So I'm doing in honor of Throwback Thursday. I'm using some of my old retired stuff, and I'll be doing that from here on out on some of my Thursdays, just so we can see where we've come from, and also use up some of my retired products and get to use some of my great stamps that I've accumulated. So I've got here is the Summer Starfruit from last year. It's now retired, but it's a great color, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. And then I'm going to be using some of the DSP from last year as well, along with some Midnight Muse color. And then this great stamp set, A Word For You. Unfortunately, you can't get it any longer, but it's still a great set, and I like to use that. So let's go ahead and make that box. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a piece of paper that's 8 1/4 by 11, and then we're going to go ahead and use our Simply Scored scoreboard here, and I'm going to go ahead and score at the following. I'm going to score at 2 inches on the long way. So we're doing the long way first. So I scored at 2 inches, and then 5 1/4 inches, and 7 1/4 inches, and then 10 1/2. So then I'm going to turn it the short way. So I've got my 8 1/4 here, and I'm going to score at 2 inches. I'm going to score at 6 inches, and then I'm going to score at 7 inches. Okay, so I've got that all set, and what I want to do is I want to find out where my flap is going to be, where the front of the box is going to be, and the back of the box is going to be, and then I'm going to start cutting away some of my pieces that I don't need. So this will be the back of the box, which will also have the flap. So the parts that I'm going to be cutting away, I'm not going to need this corner here, because this will be the side that we stick, and we don't want anything to stick on the top flap. So I'm going to just cut that away. Remember these old scissors? And I'm going to cut this away here as well. So at this point, the only part we're keeping from this top section is the flap. Everything else goes away. So we're just going to get rid of that there. And then we're going to cut up these lines here, because as it folds, it needs to be able to fold in. So just cut up all of those. And then this last little corner, again, remember this is the sticky side, and we're not going to stick anything. So we've got that. Now we're going to go ahead and just fold our pieces. Okay. And we're going to get some of our sticky tape. I'm going to go ahead and put that on here. And then I'm going to cut that piece off. I always leave a little at the end. I'll show you real quick, so that it doesn't stick. I just fold it over very small on itself, so next time I go I can always just find it very easily rather than trying to sit there and figure it out. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that sticky tape. This is always the most fun, huh? And if I wanted to, I could always use my fast fuse. But this is, again, a Throwback Thursday, so we're going to go ahead and just use the old sticky tape, the old standby. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these two pieces together like so, lining them up very nicely. Okay, so now we're going to do the bottom. We want it to be very clean, so I want this part, the front flap, to go back so there's nothing sticking there. If I did it the other way, it would have that showing. Okay, so I'm going to do that. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and use the fast fuse. So you could see how awesome that is as well. So I'm just gonna stick it right back there. Alright, this is where the pinch box portion of it comes in. All you do is you pinch it there. You're gonna be able to bring this right over. Okay, and there you've got your pinch box, and now it's ready to decorate. So let's go ahead. We've got some DSP here, and again, this one is retired, but they've got some great new DSP coming out. So I'm going to use my old corner rounder here and just round the corner and get those pieces ready. I'm going to round the corners here as well. And let's go ahead and get, who remembers these old guys? This is much better. You don't lose the caps. This cap just stays right on. I love the newest Snail adhesive. So let's go ahead and we're going to just put that right on here. And same with the top piece. Okay. So when Sam put her little brad on, she used a great brad, but I'm just going to use one of the old Regal color brads and use the little more mustard color here. Now that was a great color. I liked that one too. So we would just punch it through. But I'm going to use my old Fisker tools here and just kind of guess where I'm going to want that to go. Definitely in the center, right about the midway point. And there we go. So I'll be able to stick that brad in. Now I want to have it a little bit loose, so I'm going to hold it to the side just a little bit so I can get that loose when I'm putting that down. And then the same with the other side. And so now I have a brad that's not completely flush. And so that'll be able to act as a stopper. Alrighty. Then I'm going to get a punch. She used a larger size punch, but I'm going to use the old little punch here. Remember, we used to use these guys in school. So I'm just going to line it up on where I think I need it. Looks like it's going to go right about the center there. And there you go. Isn't that neat? So I'm going to take that, set it aside for a minute, and I'm going to use a piece of the Summer Star Fruit ribbon. I'm just going to measure the 3 inches that I need. And I'm going to get my adhesive here and just run it right along and stick it right in the middle. And then I'm going to get out my Words For You stamp set, and I'm going to get out the Thanks Big Time. I'm going to get my Midnight Muse stamp here, my pad. I'm going to get out just that piece that I threw away and ink that up. And there you go. Now I'm going to take my whale tail oval punch and just punch it out and center it. And then I'm going to get a piece of the cardstock, the designer series paper, and I'm going to use these colors here as the background. And of course, as you know, they go perfectly because of the colors being used on the color. So I'm just going to take that, set it right in the center there. I'm going to get my, we used to call them pop dots, real good for Throwback Thursday, I think. So I'll go ahead and call it a pop dot again and stick it right on there. And there you go. That is the pinch top box. And again, that was originally designed by Sam Donald at poodles.co.uk. If you want any more information, if you would like to order any Stampin' Up! Products or see any more tips and techniques, please visit me at BeautyandtheStamper.com. Thank you, beauties, and have a wonderful day. Bye! For more tips and techniques, visit BeautyandtheStamper.blogspot.com.